So as you can see in the motherhood part of the story on my Instagram, I've decided to make a decision on what brand to use to monitor my ovulation, test stick wise or strip, and what vitamins to take on a daily basis before trying for a baby, to keep the female reproductive organs healthy at my age, over 35. So I may have to call the helplines from those pharmaceutical brands to see, when you're not sexually active, is it okay to take those vitamins when trying to conceive? Because when I looked at the ingredients, it seemed like they're the same ingredients that are in other multivitamins. So I guess the folic acid part might be the only difference. I have to speak to a pharmacist and I have to call the pharmaceutical company's helpline or write them a letter and find out. So yeah, that's why I've decided that yes, I'm starting the journey in London. I do feel like applying for asylum. I do feel like staying up all night in front of CCTV near my belongings, secured belongings should I say. And I do feel like going through all of the 32 London boroughs and seeing if I ask the same question I asked Enfield London Borough, will I get the same answer? Because what the National Domestic Abuse Helpline told me with regards to my rights to shelter, and the borough that I'm in, which is several boroughs away from my residential address, is not the right place for me to start trying for a baby. By that, if I was to get married tomorrow and start being sexually active, trying to make a baby, should I get pregnant by my husband? And should I need neonatal or antenatal or prenatal in the nearest hospital to the refuge? It's not right for me. It's just not right for me. I was born in Hammersmith and Fulham, so I guess the first borough I'm going to telephone call or email or visit is Hammersmith and Fulham. Maybe that's something I should spend the whole next 5 days doing. But I'll give you the results of that on Finance Friday, which relates to mortgage and the journey to that. But this is about the journey to motherhood. Why haven't I stayed on top of my diet? Because I've been living off donations and food banks and hardly had any money to spend on food. And sometimes I feel like comfort eating, knowing that I didn't want a women's refuge to be part of my journey once arriving in London in 2020, 1st of October. That wasn't what I wanted to be part of my journey. So I feel disappointment, resentment, self-pity, and I've turned to junk food and comfort food and all those good things that you get in the shops that are open during lockdown. I've turned to that, so I've gained a lot of weight. Nutrition wise, I have been taking a number of multivitamins from different brands, and I want to decide which one I'm going to stick with based on reactions to my body. Fitness wise, I just haven't. There's no TV in the contained apartment within the refuge. There's no DVD player. Don't have money to buy fitness DVDs or a TV or a DVD player, whether portable or whether, I don't have the money for it. So the only thing I can do is, like I did in one of my Instagram stories, is YouTube. I just haven't been I've been fighting psychologically. And the psychological fight is affecting my decision making, and it is causing me to procrastinate